Get ready to tackle the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if their first $5 bet wins. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to join today. Never waste a hunch. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. And with that, we're thrilled to welcome in Justin Pugh.
Yeah, and you know, Mike, that every offensive lineman that retires either goes the Joe Thomas route and loses a ton of weight, or goes the Damian Woody route and gains a ton of weight. Justin Pugh has gone, good for him, has gone the Joe Thomas route. And so congratulations, because you don't look like an offensive lineman anymore, Justin.
Yeah, I was playing last year. Those white jerseys weren't good to me. It was like when we were out there, I remember playing against Brandon Graham and the Philadelphia Eagles. He was like, Pugh, where'd all your weight go? And I said, Brandon, all the weight that I lost, you gained. So you got to get the defensive line.
Now, I kind of feel bad, Justin. Like, I feel bad for our city here because I don't think tonight's tailgate, and I know, and Justin does, and I watched his video for when he went to Philadelphia. I watched it this morning, and it was really cool. Check it out. So, but he does this thing for Prime every week where he goes to the city and is involved with the tailgating, which is really cool and probably a great experience, which we'd love to hear about. But I don't feel like our city's going to be well represented tonight between the weather and just the fact the team's so bad. People are, not normally it would be bananas. If the Browns were in contention, it would be insane even with this terrible weather. But don't hold it against us if it's not as great as it normally is there.
Hey, look, the diehards that are going to be in the Muni lot tonight, I'm excited to meet those fans. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a good football game regardless. Just touched down in Cleveland. I'm excited to get to the game. Hey, look, at the end of the day, it's Thursday night. It's not always going to be the craziest tailgating environment, but we're figuring it out. I'm enjoying meeting the fans. After 11 years of playing, it's time for me to sit amongst the fans and see what it's like on the other side.
So, Justin, you've been doing this since the beginning of the season. You got any cool stories? What's been the best fan base, or have you had any cool experiences?
Kansas City, he said, is the leader right now, right?
Kansas City? Why?
Kansas City. So it was ring ceremony night. They're playing the Ravens, so you get Lamar versus Patrick Mahomes. We go to Joe's Barbecue. They treat us like family. We had great food. The game comes down to the big toe. The fans are insane. The tailgates were absolutely, nuts. And that was my first game, so it's probably a little bit of like that first-timer effect where you're really in awe of like what you're experiencing. But then I will say some that have surprised me that you guys probably won't like to hear: the Baltimore Ravens, the Atlanta Falcons. It's not a division rival, so maybe that's when I can shout out. And the Philadelphia Eagles get after it. So and all those were very good games. So hopefully tonight is a good game. And maybe it's a little Myles Garrett magic. I think the Browns win tonight. Just not even being a homer here. I truly think they win this game. I predicted them to beat the Baltimore Ravens on ESPN Radio a few weeks ago as well. I've been a Browns fan going into this season. I love the way they spend. Obviously, the quarterback situation got a little crazy, but I think they have one of the most talented rosters in football.
Justin, let me ask you a question. So being a former offensive line, I know you played guard. But like tonight, we've got a new tackle playing left tackle. He's probably not going to see Watt that much because he plays mostly against the right tackle. But like between Myles Garrett and T.J. Watt, who do you think? Who would you rather avoid? How about that?
I think Myles Garrett's the best non-quarterback in the NFL. His rookie year, we played them. I was with the Cardinals at the time. We played them. And I remember my left tackle, he's blocking Myles Garrett. He's a rookie. And I'm like, all right, time for me to welcome Myles Garrett to the NFL. I go and hit him. And it was like hitting a cinder block wall. And I've never, you don't know what someone's made of until you put your hands on them and, you have to block them for the first time. There are very few NFL D linemen that I've ever put my hands on and been like, oh, this dude is built different. And Myles Garrett's built different. I think if the team has been better throughout his career, they'd be playing with some leads. His statistics would be even more off the charts. Not saying that hating on T.J. Watt at all. He's right there. It's probably 1 and 2. I just think when you go against a player and you find out what they're made of, Myles Garrett is not a human being.
You know, Justin, I think I always talk about people not really quite understanding like big guy language and big guys up front as far as offensive line. People don't get this. Like if you poll people, guys on the team that know, offensive linemen are the smartest people. Offensive linemen are the most witty. Offensive linemen are the most connected group.
And also the most disgusting, too.
And also, they got some...
Whoa.
You're
not wrong. You're not wrong.
Offensive lineman gloves is devastatingly ranked. Them they put their hands... I used to play D-line. They put their hands on your back.
Smells like a hockey locker room,
Oh, my goodness. But I will say this, too. Offensive linemen are really cool because even though you guys are all incredibly rich, you guys have a code of conduct that degrades people that show that.
They drive F-150s.
You get a pickup truck, don't you have no jewelry on, and you're going to grow a beard during the season. Tell us a little bit about offensive line play and why you guys are so interesting as people.
It's like, I compare us to defensive backs, honestly. It's one of the hardest jobs on the football field. We're going backwards by some of the best athletes in the world, like yourself. We're going forward. And we don't wear shirts when we go swimming, all right? I want to make that known. We don't wear shirts in the swimming pool when we're on vacation. We don't all drive F-150s. Most of us drive F-150s. But every Thursday, we would do mandatory O-line dinners where we would get together and the O-line has a dinner. You break bread. You talk about anything but football. You find out where guys are from, what make them tick. You got to really love playing next to one another. Offensive line is all about camaraderie, and that's what I love the most about it. It's a position that you don't want to play growing up. You get stuck there because you're big and you want to score touchdowns. And they say, no, son, you're going to go play offensive line. And then eventually you realize that it is one of the best positions to play for in terms of, I don't want to say enjoyment because offensive line still isn't the most fun. But being around the guys and being in that environment is one of the best that I wouldn't trade for the world. Like I still have my offensive line chats going with all the guys I played with.
Justin, I want to ask about a little field swag. Now, a lot of offensive linemen decide not to wear sleeves, but you wore the quarter sleeves. Did they yell at you for this? And what made you, and if you played today, would you wear the sleeves or would you be one of those guys that be one of those tougher guys?
I used to wear the quarter sleeves for a while because those pads cut up under your armpits real bad. I want quarter sleeves strictly because, when D linemen are always pushing and pulling, that they're pulling those sleeves and they're cutting up your armpits. Man, I remember I used to sting to put deodorant on. So mine was purely functional, and I got so much crap for that because offensive linemen, you can't wear sleeves. You got to be tough. Yeah. Man, I'm about functionality. I got to go out there and block Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald. I need to feel good.
The quarter sleeves is the Drew Stantons, bro.
Oh, yeah.
don't have the Drew Stantons on, dog.
That's a throwback right there.
Oh, that's tough.
Hey, Justin, I got to ask you about two of your former teammates. Number one, Odell Beckham Jr. When the Browns traded for Odell, we were going nuts for months. Get Odell, and it didn't work out here. The guy, his first couple of years in the league was as good as any receiver we've ever seen. But then he couldn't stay healthy, and the rare times he was in recent years, he's minimally effective. Are you shocked at his career arc after those first few years?
I really am. I mean, I was there with him in New York, and he was single-handedly winning us games. I think he became this superstar that, look, at one point he was bigger in this league than even Tom Brady. After he made that catch, it was crazy. Anywhere he would go on planet Earth, he was in Germany and people were following him around. Yeah, I really think that is tough to overcome all of that. What was going on outside in his world, I don't even have any idea. What I know is he was a great teammate. He took care of everybody. He was always on time. He always did the things he needed to do on the field. And if he was getting something, we all were getting something. I remember one time a mattress company gave him free mattresses, and he got a 18-wheeler pulled up. Every player, every coach got mattress, got pillows. So not only was he doing it right on the field, he was doing it right off the field. And then obviously, things happen in life. Once you have the fame and the money, it's harder to play a sport like this. Just look at. There's no better example. Look at what Mike Tyson just went through. He's fighting Jake Paul for money because once you get outside of I'm not comparing Odell to Mike Tyson. That when you get fame to another level, it definitely impacts everybody differently. Mike Tyson's the extreme case.
Oh, yeah. I got to ask you about one more former teammate because he played here in Cleveland. We've at least three of the four of us, Tyvis is younger, but the other three of us, we've been covering the Browns for a while now. And of all the players I've covered in Cleveland, maybe the craziest, weirdest, oddest human being that we've ever covered was a former teammate of yours, Peyton Hillis.
Oh, I know Peyton.
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't say you wouldn't know him. I just said you didn't cover him.
No.
Yeah.
Neither was y'all.
But I didn't play with him. We covered him. What was he like as a teammate?
No, he was a great guy. And that story that just came out about him saving, I think, one of his children and a niece or nephew. That was probably, I mean, look, when he was on the cover of Madden, I was still in high school, I think, when he was making that play. And then I got to New York, and he showed up, and I was like, all right, what the heck's this guy all about? And, consummate professional, doing all the things the right way. Went out there and ran hard. We got him towards the back end of his career. So, at that running back position, it's hard coming off of some injuries and going through all that. I think for his career, I wish he would have stayed in Cleveland. I think it was like the perfect match made in heaven out here. But yeah, he was a great teammate. Can't say enough good things. I really don't have there hasn't been one teammate that I've ever had that I'm just like, oh, I hate that guy. Really? In football, you don't like seriously. There's some guys you're like, oh, he's probably not going to be around long. But for the most part, when you get in a locker room with guys and you have a common goal to all go win a championship or go out there and win games, and then you go through hell and you don't win a lot of games and you're 2-8 and it's snowing and you don't want to go out there and play, and then you realize you look across the locker room like, I'm playing for all these guys in here. It's actually when you find out what you're made of as a man and as a team and as a teammate. And I've been through a lot of adversity in the NFL. I haven't won a lot of games, and I look forward to finding out what the guys are made of and who you want to have in the foxhole when things get right. And I think the Browns are much closer than they are further away, and you're going to start finding out who you want to have on this team going forward.
Justin, let me ask you about a Giants legend who's probably might make the Hall of Fame. Eli Manning, does he make the Hall of Fame?
I already knew where you were going.
Or does he not? I want to know. What do you think?
There's one thing I found out in the NFL: you don't mess with NFL royalty. So you got the Mannings, you got Larry Fitzgerald. Like, there's some names out there that you just don't mess with them. I guarantee Eli gets in this first time around. He's a Manning. There's no way he's not getting around. He's 2-time Super Bowl champion. Played in the hardest market probably to play in. Like maybe Dallas might be tougher media-wise. And he got the Super Bowl ring, man. He got 2 of them. So I think he makes it, no questions asked. I know it's a controversial topic, but I don't think it is.
Well, let me ask you about tonight's game. Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, obviously they say the weather is going to be an impact, or it's supposed to be snowing and rainy. Which one of those do you think affects their game, and which one do you think has the better game tonight?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I mean, look, Russ has shown he's not turning the ball over. He's completing deep balls. They kicked 6 field goals last week, so it wasn't like he was getting in the end zone every time. I think George Pickens has one of the best, catch radiuses in the NFL. If he can sometimes stay out of his own way, it's more fun watching him off the ball, seeing him do WWE moves against guys. Mike Tomlin, one of the best coaches in the NFL. I just think Cleveland's has a more talented roster. I think the quarterback position has been a little bit what was holding the team back here in Cleveland. I think the game tonight is built for Cleveland. I think Pittsburgh's coming in thinking that, Cleveland's going to be down and out and Nick Chubb's going to get after it. I like the offensive line. Yes, the left tackle position is something to note. But Alex Highsmith, is he playing tonight?
Do we know that yet?
I think it's still questionable. I haven't seen an official declaration.
No official declaration.
Herbig's a good player. Preston Smith's a good player. No, but he's there. But I think the Browns are going to come out and surprise people. I think Myles Garrett's going to come out like a man possessed. Shout out to my boy Jordan Hicks, that middle linebacker there. I think he's going to play well. And Jameis is going to get you 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Let's just hope the interceptions are early enough in the game where they're not detrimental to the win.
Justin, let's wrap it up with the
Highsmith is out, by the way.
Highsmith is out.
Okay.
We'll wrap it up with
the Brownies.
Yeah, the most important subject, it's food, of course. Big surprise that I'm asking about food. So you had tweeted for food recommendations, restaurant recommendations in Cleveland. I saw some of the responses. Some people gave you good advice. Some people gave you terrible advice. Have you picked your restaurants yet so we can advise you if you're making good choices?
It's still in flux. So give me your top 3 right now. What do I got to go try? I just landed, so it's time to go eat.
So I saw somebody, one of the first people that responded mentioned a place called the Marble Room, which is a steakhouse, which is obviously a great choice. To me, there's the best place. One of my favorite restaurants is a breakfast joint. Are you looking for breakfast tomorrow?
Let me know. What is it?
All right, place is called the Sleepy Rooster. It's on the east. It's on the east side of town. I'm telling you, it's the best breakfast I've ever had. And finally,
trust him. He's a New York snob with food.
I'm a New York food snob, so you know how we are. You played in New York for a while. So, and finally, even though it's not a restaurant in a traditional fashion, when you come to Cleveland, you have to get Mitchell's ice cream. I know it's bad weather.
Perfect.
I know it's cold, but it's the best ice cream you will ever have. Mitchell's ice cream. There's a location not far from downtown that you can hit. So. That would be the recommendations there.
Well, I'll report back on all that, but I got to give a shout out to all the Browns fans, man. I put out a tweet that I was coming. This has been the biggest support that I've gotten from any fan base. You guys have been unbelievable. I'm excited to get to the game. I know you said 2-8. I couldn't imagine if you guys were 8-2 because the support has been tremendous. So I appreciate you guys following along and supporting me on this journey. Look forward to seeing the game tonight too.
And how do we watch? Tell us how we watch the piece you're going to put together for this game.
Yeah, I release every Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. So if you follow me on any social media accounts, at Justin Pugh on Twitter, my YouTube channel, at Justin Pugh 67, we'll be releasing this episode Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
And
That's
Justin,
awesome.
You're going to be in the Muni lot tonight, correct?
Yes, sir.
I will be in the Muni lot. I'm hearing about some keg bowling, so I don't know. I gotta
I'll send you a video of the keg bowling so you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell. What was it? Donovan Mitchell was out there. Myles Garrett's been out there before games. It's nuts when the team is good.
Oh yeah,
the Muni lot is like nothing else. It makes the Giants tailgate look like an absolute joke, or the Jets.
Actually, it should still be pretty good tonight.
It'll still be good.
I'm gonna say, like the people that are there tonight that are sticking it out, like those are the real deal. So I'm excited. So if you're gonna be there tonight, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on whatever social media. I'll come check out your tailgate, try the food. I want to meet the fans. I want to meet the real deal fans. So
there you go.
If you're out there right now, hit me up on X and we'll link up.
I think more people will tailgate than go to the game, honestly.
Probably.
I think people will go tailgate and then go
get
home.
hammered with Justin and then just go home. Right. And then maybe pass out in their cars. Who knows? Yeah. Justin, have fun, man. Thanks for taking the time with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Justin.
This is amazing, guys. Thank you. Take care.
Man. That was good.